Well, today we are on our way to Organ Pipe Cactus. I think it's a national park. It might be a national monument. But we're on our way there. It's about 2 hours, a little more than 2 hours from where we were up in Phoenix, heading south. We'll be just a few miles from the Mexican border when we get there. But it's passing through a lot of desolate desert-type terrain with a lot of desert fauna around, but also a lot of these mountains that just stick up out of nowhere. So we are heading south. We're going to be passing through a cute little community called Ajo. Probably we'll stop there and just look around a little bit, maybe get a little good Mexican food there. But anyhow, let's head on down to Organ Pipe Cactus and check it out. So it is 9:52 a.m. We drove down from Phoenix and we are at Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument. And you might say, well, what is an organ pipe cactus? It is this. That is an organ pipe cactus. There's another one right here. So it looks like they come from like a common area down here, and then they grow up in a clump as opposed to the saguaros. But this is a pretty area if you like cactus and desert fauna is everywhere around here. We've also encountered, well, let me turn the camera around. There we go. We've also encountered what we've seen a lot of, like border patrol and stuff like that in the area. But it is a very rocky area. We're only about, what, 30 miles maybe from the Mexican border. And traffic was backed up back there. I think there might have been an accident or something on the road. But we'll check out this area. We've never been here before, first time, and so we're going to check it out and see what it's all about. So we're outside the visitor center here, and there's a little 1/10 of a mile paved walk around the back of the visitor center, and then we're going to take a drive here. That's another organ pipe cactus, named for its resemblance to the pipes of a church organ. Common in Mexico but rare in the United States. Most of them growing north of the border are found within the boundaries of this national monument. So there's an organ pipe. Of course, that's a saguaro cactus there. More organ pipe, and it looks like they bloom also, the organ pipe. So let's look around here. Boy, that's a nice looking saguaro back over there. And there's a sign here warning about don't feed dogs. Apparently there are feral dogs loose back here. There's a sign that's gotten a little bit too much sun. What? Read it then.
It's in English and Spanish.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? If patience is a virtue, the Sonoran Desert is virtuous. The plants and animals here are almost always waiting. They wait for rain, wait for night, wait for transportation, wait for summer, or wait for conditions to be just right so that they can live life in a hurry and then return to waiting. To really understand this place, you will also have to be patient. The secrets of the Sonoran Desert will unfold to you in time, and there are clues to the waiting game all around you.
I see a cholla garden way out there in the distance. Now, all of these cars here that's lined up are waiting to get into Mexico. We're only 5 miles from the border. It is Memorial Day weekend. So everybody, they say, is trying to get to Puerto Penasco down in Mexico, which is a little town on the Baja Peninsula. It's on the Gulf of California there, and it's like a little resort town that people go to. And this whole area is just so dry. My eyes have been dry since we got here. There's Nancy. She's taking a picture of me while I take a video of her. So this is just a little short trail. It goes around this way and then works its way back to the parking lot. And then from the parking lot, we're going to go across the road here and there's a unpaved trail that takes us back up toward those mountains up in there. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll shoot some more video. So the road we want to get to is over there, but all of this traffic here are Memorial Day people trying to get down to Puerto Penasco in Mexico. So I'm going to try to get across here. All right, so we are on the Ajo Loop Drive. This is a 21-mile road that we're going to be on, and yeah, it's a little rutted and all of that, but they say that it's okay to go on. So let's go ahead and check it out and see how things go with it. So even though this road is washboarded, you would think, oh, I got to go slower, it's going to vibrate real bad. No, you keep your speed up and you sort of skip over top of the washboarded area. I saw an episode on Mythbusters, believe it or not, that proved that this is actually how you're supposed to go on these type of roads. The slower you go, the rougher the road is. So we're going to try to keep our speed up and avoid getting shaken up too much. But as you can see, it is a little bit of a rough road that we're going on. I know the stabilizer on the camera makes it not seem that way, but it is, and it's up in those mountains is where we're heading to. All right, so there's the sign. No service for 19 miles, rough one-way road, maximum length 25 feet. One way, here we go. And it's up into those mountains, I think, is where we're sort of heading, up that way. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. I've been on rougher roads than this. That 17-mile loop out in Valley of the Gods. That was a rough road. Look at all this beauty around here. Well, some people would say it's not beauty. To me, it is. All the cactus and I think it's pretty cool. So I just had to stop here real quick because I want you all to look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those mountains. And then that desert, all the cactus and everything through there. I'm going to walk over here just a little bit without stepping on a snake or something. Look at that. That is just, to me, it's so pretty and so quiet.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, I see it right up there.
Right there.
So I just step out again. Look at these beautiful mountains through here, so barren and rugged. And then right up there, there is an arch. Right up there. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I hope we get closer. I don't know, the road might turn here and then head back down that way. I don't know. That might be the best view that we get of it, but I think that is pretty good. So this is the Arch Canyon Trail. Our car is back over here. We are not going to go on this trail. We just stopped here so we can get a better view of the arch right there. And I'll put some pictures up that I took of it. But I think this is like the halfway point of our trek. Now we head back down that way and start making our way back toward Arizona 85 and then on back toward Tucson. But not Tucson, back toward Phoenix. But there'll be a lot more video still to do. So let's get back in the car and head on over. So this is the third picnic area here that we've stopped, that we've passed. So this is the last picnic area. It leads up a trail here, leads up to what's called Estes Canyon and the bull pasture. But just looking around here, I mean, it's just beautiful. This here, I know it looks barren, and it is barren, but my goodness, there's something about the beauty of it. And I can hear the wind coming through the canyon. Oh, it's a beautiful sound. Well, I see the main road up there because I see traffic heading into Mexico for the Memorial Day weekend. I also see a Border Patrol car there. I think that's a Border Patrol car anyway. Might have been the same one we saw as we were coming in. But as the old saying goes, we cheated death once again. So we're about 3 miles from the ranger station, maybe about 8 miles, around 8 miles or so from the Mexican border, and you can see the traffic is backed up. Still this far, we encounter people out of their car tossing a football, people running along the road. They're all trying to get to Puerto Penasco, to the beach there, apparently for the Memorial Day weekend. But yeah, I don't know if I would sit in traffic this long for that, because you're going to have to sit in traffic this long to get back into the U.S. after the weekend.